production at Hillbilly Hamlet. I've got just a few reminders before we get rolling. There will be a 15-minute intermission between Acts 1 and 2. Restrooms are located in the building directly across the porch yonder. Kindly remember to hush them phones up. If you still have a beeper, bless your heart, but hush it up too. In case of an emergency, please exit through the doors on the left and right sides of the theater in an orderly fashion. No jumping over toddlers and elderly folks. If you enjoy the show, be sure to leave us a review and share your experience in all the Twitters and books of faces and Instagrams. If you don't enjoy it, feel free to keep it to yourself. And don't forget to join us for our upcoming holiday production, Christmas Traditions. You can bring the kids to that one because it has way less murder. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Sorry, y'all, there's going to be just a slight brief hold. Thanks for your patience.
Gee, long live the king.
Come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
That tastes a bit cold.
Have you had a quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I've seen nothing.
'Tis but fantasy.
If again this apparition comes, approve my eyes and speak to it.
This will not appear.
Well, sit down and let me once again assail yours that are so fortified against my story, what I do not see.
Well, sit you down, Francisco, and tell of this.
Yes, ma'am. Cool there.
Hey, look! Where it comes again! Looks not like the dead king!
Much like it arrows me with fear.
Now, while our scholars speak to him, Horatio!
Aye.
Question, Horatio!
What art thou that dost usurp this time of night with that fair form, the very majesty of Denmark? By heaven I charge thee! Speak!
He is offended.
Stay! Speak! Speak, I charge thee, speak!
He is gone. And now, Horatio, tremble and look pale. It's not more than a fantasy.
By my God, I would not disbelieve without mine own eyes.
Not like a dead king.
As thou art to thyself.
But now tell me, why so strict the most observant watch so nightly toils the subjects of the land that he inform me?
Let us impart what we have seen tonight to young Hamlet, for upon the life of me, this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, have we taken to wife. And now, Laertes, you told us of some suit.
What wouldst thou beg? My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France, from whence so willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation.
Have you your father's leave, which is Polonia?
He hath, my lord. I do beseech you, give him leave to go.
Well, take thy fair hour, Laertes, time be thine, spend it at thy will. But now, Hamlet, our cousin, and our son,
Little more than kin, less than kind.
how is it the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord, I'm too much in the sun.
Good, Hamlet. Cast thine added color off, and let thine eye look as a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids see thy noble father in the dust. Thou know'st 'tis common. All the lips must die.
Ah, madam, 'tis common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Saint? Nay, it is, I know not saint. It is not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black that give me no retreat. You see, they are actions that a man might play. I have the thing which passeth shows with the trappings of the suits of blood.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father, but you must know, your father lost a father, that father lost his. To persevere is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly greed. Fine! 'Tis a fault to heaven, a fault towards the dead, a fault to nature. We pray you, throw to earth this unprevailing woe. Think of us as a father, but let the world take note. You are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than dearest father bears his son, do I impart toward you. For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire. We beseech you, remain here in the cheer and the comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee stay with us. Come not to Wittenberg.
I shall, in all my best, obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Madam, come, this gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart. Oh, come away.
Too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into dew. Or the everlasting and not fixed as can and gets self-slaughtered. God, weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Client. Client. 'Tis an unweeded garden, grown to see things rank and gross in nature. That it should come to this. 2 months dead. Nay, not 2. Not so much. So excellent a king that was so loving to my mother, and yet it's been a month. Now think on it. See, thy name is one. A beast would have mourned longer, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but more like my father than I to Hercules. It is not, nor can it come to good. Break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship,
Horatio, I'm glad to see thee well.
my sweet
What
lord.
make you at Elsinore?
My lord.
I'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart. What make you from Wittenberg, Horatio?
I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray you do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats. You coldly furnished forth the marriage table. My father. He thinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
My mind's eye, Horatio. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
For God's love, let me hear.
2 nights together had a gentleman on watch in the dead vast in middle of the night, then thus encountered. The figure, like your father, appeared before him. This to me in dreadful secrecy did he impart, and I with him the 3rd night kept watch. Where the apparition comes. I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
Did you not speak to me?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none, and rushed and haste and vanished from our sight.
Was he frowningly?
A countenance more in sorrow than in anger. Very pale.
This troubles me. Thou would I have been. I'll watch tonight. Perchance to walk with him.
I warrant it will.
If this spirit assume my noble father's person, then I will speak to it though. Hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. It's very well. On the platform for the 11 and 12. I'll visit you.
My duties are your honor.
Laertes! Put me down!
Hold on now, sister.
Right now! Look at my hair.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell, and sister, do let me hear from you.
You doubt that.
For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favor, wholly divided in the youth of primary nature. Forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting. Perhaps he loves you now, but his will is not his own. He himself is subject to his birth. On his choice depend the safety and health of this whole state. The main voice of Denmark goes withal. Weigh what loss your honor may sustain if a too creed and ear you list as psalms, or lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister. Keep you in the rear of your affection, out of the shock, danger, of desire. Be wary. Best safety lies in fear.
I shall the effect of this good lesson as watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny ways to heaven, whilst, like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads.
Fear me not. Oh, but I stay too long. Here our father comes.
Get here, Leartes. Aboard, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are staying. There, my blessing with thee. See thou, Peregrine, give the thoughts no tongue. Be thou familiar, but by no means bold. Those friends thou hast, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear that the opposed beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. And costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man. Neither a bard nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and free. This, above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell. My blessed seas will listen thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia, and do remember what I have said to you.
Tis in my memory locked. You yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is Ophelia? He hath said to you.
So please you, something touching on the Lord Hamlet.
Tis told me he have very often of late given private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? Pooh! You speak like a green girl unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe his
Tenders.
as you call them?
Do not know, my lord, but I should think.
I'll teach you. Think yourself a bait that you have taken these tenders for true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion, and hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Ophelia, do not believe his vows. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth have you so slander any moment leisure as to talk with or give words with the Lord Hamlet. Get!
I shall obey, my lord.
axe and 12.
Nah, it struck.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. We have a spirit of help. We're goblin damned. Comes in such questionable shape. I shall call thee Hamlet. King. Father, oh, answer me! We not burst in ignorance, but why thy canonized bones hearsed in death have burst their ceremonies? See, why whatsoever, and what should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it.
Follow.
Oh, do not go, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear? Can I not set my life in a pin's feet and ask for my soul? What can I do to that now? Still, it waves me forward. Unhand me.
You shall not go, my lord. What if it tempt you toward the flood, or to the dreadful summit of the cliff, or take on some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and drive you into madness?
My fate cries out and makes each heady artery of his body as hardy as Neiman's lion's nerve. Still, I am begging for hand. Go on. I'll follow thee.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark.
Speak. I'm bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt be. I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and days confined in fasting fires to defy crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But, Lewis, if thou didst ever thy father love, revenge is foul and most unnatural murder. Murder most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Taste me know it. That I, with wings swift, shall sweep to my revenge.
I find thee apt. Now Hamlet here, 'tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung, but know thou no youth. The serpent that did stain thy father's life, now wears his crown.
On my fit soul, Mom.
That incestuous, that adulterate beast with witchcraft of his wit, with traitorous gifts run to his own shameful lust, the will of my most scheming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, breathe, let me be, sleeping within my orchard, my custom solways of the afternoon. Upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole with juice of cursed heaven on in a vial, and in my ear did pour limpidest distillment. Thus I was sleeping by a brother's hand of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin. No reckoning me, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my hands. Oh, horrible, most horrible. If thou hast ancient in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a consolatory and bad incest. But pursues this act, take not the mind, nor let the soul.
Copied here. Thy commandment shall live alone inside my brain. Most pernicious one. Villain! Villain! Smiling damned villain! So, Uncle, there you are. Out of my way. Remember me.
My lord, what news, my lord?
Wonderful.
Well, good my lord, tell it.
Hey, reveal it.
My lord, I will not.
With your secret,
By heaven, I will.
there is a villain dwelling in Denver.
There needs no ghost come from the grave to tell us this.
Well, right you are in the right. It's an honest show, so let me tell you that. As for your desire to know what is between us, friend, it's you are. Friend, give me but one forward first.
What is it, my lord?
So never make known what you've seen here today.
My lord, I will not.
Nay, swear upon my soul. Swear.
Swear.
I shall perchance hereafter put an end to disposition on you. No matter how odd I bear myself, you shall at such time see me, never know me, you know all of me.
I swear it.
So grace and mercy and mercy. And what a man is handled is made to express his love and friendly to you, God willing, shall not lack. Let us go in together. And still your fingers on your lips, I pray. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than a friend in your philosophy. I'm savage, cursed spell. Whatever I was born to see. Come.
My lord! My lord!
How now, Billy? What's the matter?
Oh, my lord, I have been so afraid!
What in the name of God?
My lord! I was sobbing. Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, ungartered, and down to his ankle, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and with a look as if he'd been loosed out of hell, comes before me.
What?
He took me by the wrist, then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus over his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Grr! Grr! Long stayed he so!
Mad for thy love.
My lord!
I'm sorry. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, but as you did command, I did repel his fetters and denied his access to me.
That hath made him mad. I am sorry. That was better heeding judgment. I had not quoted him. I feared he did but trifle. By heaven, it is as proper to our age to cast beyond ourselves in our opinions as it is common for the younger sort to lack discretion. Come, go we to the king. This must be known. Rosencrantz, Guildenstern.
My lord, Polonius.
Yeah.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, did we much long to see you. The need that we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something you have heard of Hamlet's transformation, call it. The exterior nor the inward man resembles that it was. What it should be, more than his father's death, that hath put him such from the understanding of himself, I cannot dream of. I entreat you both, that being brought up such young days with him, draw him on some pleasures, and you may glean, whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus.
Good kids, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am that two are not living to whom he more hears. If it please you to show us such gentry goodwill as to expend your time with us a while, your visitation shall receive such thanks as befits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesty is minded by the sovereign power you have of us. Put your dread pleasures more into command than entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent to lay our services freely at your feet. To be command.
Thanks.
Thanks, and I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Ophelia, show these two where Hamlet is.
Heavens, may our presence and practices be both pleasing and helpful to him.
Amen.
I do think that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, do speak of that I do long to hear. Sweet Gertrude, he hath found the source of all of your son's distemper.
I doubt it's no other but the maid, his father's death and our over hasty marriage.
My liege, and madam, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son mad call I it. For to define true madness, what is to be nothing else but mad? But let that go. That he is mad, 'tis true, 'tis a pity. But mad we will grant him then. For now, we must find out the cause of this effect, or rather say the cause of this defect. For this effect,
More matter, less art.
My daughter, in her duty and obedience, hath given me this. Gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase. A vile phrase. Beautified is a vile phrase. Thus, in her excellent white bosom, these
Came this from Hamlet to her?
Good madam, stay a while. Doubt that the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love, oh dear Ophelia. This, in obedience, hath my daughter shown.
And how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As a man both noble and honorable.
I would fain prove so if I look upon this love with idle side. What might you think? No, my young mistress, thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This cannot be. Then her precepts gave. I said, lock yourself with his resort, accept no messengers, receive no tokens. And done, she took the fruits of my advice, and he repulsed, short-tailed away, fell into an illness, into a sadness, into a loss, into a weakness, and into the madness where now he reigns.
You think 'tis this?
Maybe very likely.
Have there ever been such a time that I have positively said 'tis so and it proved otherwise?
Not that I know.
Take this from this if this be otherwise. If circumstances lead me, I will prove and find where truth is hid.
How?
Sometimes he walks 4 hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. Be when I mark the encounter, if you love her not, that he be no assistant to a state, but keep a farming partnership. We will try it.
Oh, but look where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Oh, wait, I do beseech you both. Away, away. I'll board him presently. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent. Well, you're a fishmonger.
Aye, my lord.
Well, now, would that you were so honest a man?
Honest, my lord.
Now, sir, to be honest as this world goes is to be one man, picked at 10,000.
That's very true, my lord.
Son, Agnes, have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter makes. Look to it, friend.
What say you by this? Still harping on my daughter, yet he knew me not at first. Said it was a fishmonger. He is far gone. Far gone. Though in my youth I did suffer the extremities of love much like this. I will speak with him immediately. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words.
What is the matter, my lord?
What do you think?
I mean, the matter that you read, my lord.
Slanders, sir. You see, the satirical rogue says here that old men have great beards, wrinkled faces, and a plentiful lack of wit, all of which I most potently and powerfully believe. Then I consider not honestly to have it thus set down that you, sir, should be as old as I am if like a crab you could go backwards.
Oh, this be madness, yet there is method in it. Will you walk out there, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. His replies are happiness that madness sometimes hits on. I will leave him and contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I will most humbly take my leave of you.
You, sir, cannot take anything from me that I would more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life. Except my life.
Fare you well, my lord, and good luck with everything.
These tedious old fools. My excellent good friends. How does you both?
Happy, and that we're not over happy, but on fortune's cap, we're not the very lucky.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
And you live about her waist or in the middle of her favor.
Oh, faith in her private suite.
She is a struggle. But what's the news?
None, my lord. But that the world's grown honest.
Well, doomsday's near.
Uh,
But your news is not true, so let me question more in particular. What have you, good friends, deserved at the hands of fate that she sends you to prison here?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's a prison.
then the world is one.
A goodly one. One with many wards, confines, and dungeons. Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Well, it'd be neither good nor bad, but thinking makes us so. But in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Were you not sent? Is it free visitation? Your own inclining? Come on. Come on. Nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
You were sent for. There's a kind of confession in your looks that your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
Ah, my lord, we were sent
I
for!
will tell you why. I have, as of late, seemed to have lost all my faith. The earth seems to me sterile. This excellent canopy of air, look you, this overhanging firmament, this majestical roof netted in golden fire seems to me a foul, pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man. How noble in reason, infinite in faculty, and then moving, how admirable, and yet man delights me not. Nay, nor woman neither. Though by your smile you seem to say so.
Oh, my lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
No. Why'd you laugh?
To think, my lord, man delights you not. What Lenten entertainment shall the players receive from you? We courted them on the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
What players are they?
Those that you were wont to take delight in. The, tragedians of the city.
Here doth the players
The
come.
players are come hither.
Welcome, masters. Welcome all. I'm glad to see you. Well, come with the taste of equality. Give us a passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
Heard thee speak a speech once. Please, not the million. 'Twas caviar of the general, but it was as I received it, an excellent play. Could live in your memory. One speech that I chiefly loved was Aeneas' tale of Dido. In your memory again, let me so proceed, Jack.
And on finds him, Prius at Priam, and rage strikes wide. With a whipping wind of his fell sword, the under-father falls. And the sword which was declining on the milky head of revered Priam seemed in the air to stick. And there he stood as a painted tyrant, and like a natural to his will and matter, did nothing. And as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens. The bold wind speechless, and the orb below as hushed as death. And on a dreadful thunder over in the region, and never did the Cyclops' hammer fall on Mars' armor forged with less remorse than Prius' bleeding sword now falls on Priam. Out, thou strumpet! All you gods, take away her power!
It's too long!
Sam.
Oh, but who had seen the mobile queen?
Mobile?
Mobile queen, that's good.
Run up and down, threatening flames, when she saw Prius making malicious sport with his sword her husband's limbs. All the instant burst of clamor would have been milked out of the burning eyes of heaven.
Oh,
As well. I'll have these speak the rest out soon. Lady, will you see the players well bestowed? Take
Yeah.
Follow that lady. Oh, friends, I'll stop here a minute. Can you play the murder of Gonzaga? We'll have that tonight. You are welcome, Elsie. You are welcome, but my uncle, father, and my aunt mother are deceived.
In what way, my lord?
I am the mad northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw. I'll leave you till night. You are welcome in Elsie. Now I am alone. About my brain, I have heard the guilty creature sit in the planet and so soul-struck. by the very cunning of the scene that they have professed their malfactions. A murder that would have no tongue will speak. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle. If he would flinch, I know my course. This spirit that I have seen may be the devil. And the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, yet perhaps in my melancholy he abuses me to death. Play is the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on this confusion, grating so harshly all his days of quiet with this turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He admits his distraction, but from what cause he by no means.
With a crafty madness, he keeps aloof when we would draw him on to some confession of his true state.
Did you assay him any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that of certain players we did tell him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and they have already ordered this night to play before him.
And he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth content me much to hear him so inclined. Give him further edge, and draw his purposes onto these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us two, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, so that as 'twere by accident he may hear affront Ophelia, and we may gather as he is behaved, whether it be the affliction of his love or no, that he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do hope that you be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness and your virtue bring him his wonted way again.
Ophelia, sit you here. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
Be or not to be that? That's the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troublesome fire, to oppose it, and to die. Sleep. And by sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation. To die to be wished. To die. To sleep, perchance to dream. There's the road. Bring that sleep of death. What dreams may come, and we, shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity so long lasting. Who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contemplate the pangs of despised love, when he himself might his quietest make with the bare body. To quit fartles bare, to grunt and sweat under a weary life. fear of something after death. That undiscovered country from whose bourne a traveler returns. Puzzles the wit. Makes us rather bear our ills than fly off to those that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. Make a few of resolution is sickly over with the pale cast of thought. In this regard, the currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Fair Ophelia in our horizons. Heal my sins in me.
My lord, I'll does your honor for this many a day.
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I've long longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, I never gave you honor.
Honored lord, you know right well you did. Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. I loved you not. To another. Go. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? Myself could accuse me of such things that it were better that my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, and ambitious with more offenses at my back than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What you men, such as I do, crawling between heaven and earth, we are but errant knaves all, believe none of us. To a nunnery, go. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Well, then let the doors be shut upon him, so that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
To a nunnery, go. Or, if thou wilt marry a fool. The wise men know well enough what monsters she maketh them. Farewell.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
I say, we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To another, go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled, out of tune and harsh. Oh, woe is me to have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits on brood.
But yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. Ophelia, you need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. And I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear along their conference.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.